All right, y'all, first things first, make sure you watch this video from beginning to end so you don't miss a single detail. We got some more Tamashii Nations heat to talk about today. Once again, they decided to get in the kitchen and showcase some pretty dope stuff, and I'm excited to bring it to you guys. Now, by now, you guys already know how these videos work. Go ahead and drop a like for your boy, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here, and let's get right into it, wasting no time as we dive into some One Piece. Now, the first thing we got on the list is the SH Figuarts Tony Chopper from basically his introduction arc, which I dig this, man. It looks really cool. I'm very happy that we're going to be getting Chopper to once again move forward with our One Piece line. We've got Sanji and Usopp on the way, and then of course it only makes sense that we would get Chopper, who was the next addition. Really hoping we get Nico Robin right after that, then Brooke and Frankie pre-time skip. That'll be dope. But that's not the point. Let's get back to this figure. It looks cool, man. I think he comes with all the expressions you need. You get a signature expression. You get his little comedy, dancing, excited, flattered expression. And then you get the best comedic expression I think they have done yet, which is what you see in the top right corner. I really dig this. And then to top it all off, you get his little backpack and then a extra DLC faceplate for Luffy, which is cool. Now, the only thing I can think that they should have added to this figure is maybe a couple of medical supplies, because this is definitely going to be a bare bones release, which I'll be okay with if it is only around 30 bucks. I believe that's what the Egghead Island Chopper figure went for, so as long as they do that with this figure, I'll be okay. Now, if you want to get your hands on this guy, he's slated to go up for pre-order the 13th of November, so just a couple of days. He's going to be releasing in May of 2026. Now, Tamashii has finally feasted our eyes upon their One Piece party set that I initially thought was going to be a miniature diorama before, but as you guys can see, it's not quite that. It's basically a piece of cardboard for the background, and then you get some accessory pieces such as this crate, a barrel, several different beer cups, and then facial expressions for the figures. Now, I like this. It's cool. Is it something I'm sold on? Not entirely, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like this that much because I already got a barrel. I already got some crates. All of these figures already come with some excited faceplates, and so it's not like I really need those. The only thing I'd be buying it for is the beer bottles and the beer cups, and then maybe the accessories that are on the top of the barrel, like the food and plates. But I kind of got those with the Goku accessory kit, or the Goku food accessory kit that came out years ago. So I don't really need this. And then I'm not really feeling how big Chopper is in comparison to the rest of the figures, man. The scaling is just, it's off, man. They made him too freaking big. That's what she said. But yeah, look at the size of his head in comparison to the rest of the figures. I'm not quite digging that. So I don't know. This is one I will probably pass on. But again, if you guys want to get this just like the Chopper figure itself, it is going up for pre-order November the 13th, slated to release in May of 2026, right alongside Chopper, so you can bundle them in together if you decide to make both purchases. Now, as if that wasn't already enough One Piece news, Tamashii Nations gave us one more announcement, and this time in the form of a display. They showcased that we are going to be getting a Marineford Battle Porpoise D Ace, and y'all already know, as my favorite One Piece character, this is one I'm going to get my hands on. Now, I know some people are like, oh, it's going to be reuse, and to be honest, yeah, it is. We already know that, but there are going to be some differences. He's not going to come with his hat because he didn't have his hat in Marineford. He doesn't have the log on his arm. His boots are going to be, our shoes are going to be completely different. He doesn't have his boots anymore. He was wearing a pair of almost slipper-like shoes, and then of course he's going to be battle damage. Now, we can also see he's going to come with a brand new added fire accessory, which I really dig. hopefully they throw a couple more fire flame pieces in there, man. Like, he's gonna need a few, because when he came out swinging, man. So we gonna put some respect on my boy. I don't want to hear nobody talking about where the donut piece at. We don't disrespect Ace on this channel. We don't disrespect Ace on this channel, because at the end of the day, he's still a GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. Blackbeard is the main villain of the series. Ace was not supposed to defeat him. But when it's Luffy's time to square up with Blackbeard, you best believe he's going to spin a block for my boy Ace. So yeah, I got to get this figure, man. Love this battle damage look. Already got the Marineford Luffy on pre-order. Looking forward to getting this one. Hopefully he's in that at least $40 to $60 price range, not the $90 range that we paid for the first release, because this is a re-release. So let's keep it cheap, Tamashii. No need for this to be expensive. But yeah, we don't have any other details on this right now. Once I get them, I'll bring them to you guys. Switching things over to a bit of Naruto news, Tamashii Nations did post this image on their webpage today, showing us basically another expression that this Naruto figure that has been announced is going to be coming with. And as you can see, it is the Sage Mode faceplate with the kunai in the mouth. Now, this is something I'm very happy they're including, man. I've always loved the kunai in mouth type thing in Naruto. It's something I would love to get with every single figure they release, because a lot of the characters have done it. Sasuke, of course, I believe Shikamaru's probably done it. And then some other just regular characters, even back to when they were Genin. So I dig this. Nothing special, but it's basically them, I guess, trying to hype us up for this figure. But again, it's another Naruto, so there's only a certain amount of hype that collectors can have for this figure, since we've already gotten quite a few Narutos in the line so far. I'm going to be picking it up, but I'm not extremely hyped for it. Now, right now, this is all we got. They did say that we're going to be getting some more product news later this month. And since it is Naruto, y'all already know I'll be bringing it. Now, never in my life did I imagine I would have to play the music for an SH Figuarts Sasuke Uchiha release. As you all know, he is in my top 5 anime characters of all time. And he, to be honest, for the longest, he was number 1. But I gotta keep it real with y'all, man. I guess I had my expectations a little too high for this figure, because I was definitely thinking that to go alongside a battle damage Naruto, we would get a battle damage Sasuke. But instead, we got a version that I think is decent, but is not entirely what I want, unless they do some things that I'm going to discuss. Now, I will say, I really do love this look where the collar is completely zipped up. I dig that all the way. But if you remember, the most he had with this look in terms of his abilities is the Sharingan, Mangekyo Sharingan, and then the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which is absolute fire. But I want some Rinnegan faceplates, bro. I want a hand accessory with the moon attached for when they get ready to seal Kaguya. Like, I really want a good Rinnegan using Sasuke. And I guess that's what I thought we were going to be getting with this release. And I'm not going to say we're not, because they could be like, you know what, let's throw 2 Rinnegan faceplates in there, a neutral expression and a teeth gritted expression, and then we're kind of complete, because we already got the yelling expression from the very first Sasuke release when the line was revived, and then they could still throw in the hand with the seal on it. They like to keep it based on what's happening in that particular arc or era of the arc, which is why I'm saying they might not do it with this Sasuke release, but if they do, that would be badass. And then I don't like the hair. The face looks amazing. I think the hair sits a little too low. So maybe it's the angle of this photo. Maybe they took it a little bit too downward. So maybe if they angle the camera upward, we can see that the hair spikes up a bit more, because it's definitely supposed to. His hair was really shaggy with this look, so and spiked up. So hopefully they get that right. Again, this is just another thing that they showcase. We haven't really gotten any details on it, but y'all know once I get them, I'm gonna be bringing them. Now, switching over to some My Hero Academia, we got the next announcement, which we were probably already expecting. It is the Black Whip Deku, or as Tamashii Nations is announcing it, the Overlay Deku, which is based on his transformation from the most recent episode of the most recent season. And this is a release right here that I feel like they definitely had on time, because if I remember correctly, he's not going to use this form again. And he only had this form for like 20 minutes. And to be honest, I didn't really think it was that heat. This is something I would have much rather gotten later down the line. Like, I would have been cool with a Vigilante Deku, but obviously that's not relevant to the most recent arc of My Hero Academia. So I can understand why they released this. It's just not a look that I particularly care for. The best part of Deku turning into this form for me was when Shigaraki said, "Oh, you don't look much like a hero right now." Like, that was fire. But yeah, the figure, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. The My Hero line has been decent so far. I'm expecting some really decent articulation, just because, as you can see, we've got him in the full Spider-Man crotch pose. Then of course you got the black whips kind of sticking out. It almost gives off like the shadows from Kingdom Hearts. And if you know Kingdom Hearts, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. But yeah, it looks cool. Is it a release I'm gonna get? I don't know. I'll just have to see how much this costs. If it's over $100, definitely freaking not. I'm not paying that for this. It's cool, but nothing special in my personal opinion. Now, they did announce that they're going to be giving us some more information regarding this product on November 13th. Again, just a few days away. You already know I'll be reaching out to you guys and bringing that information to you. Now, last but not least, we got probably the most heat announcement yet. We got the next figure in the SH Figuarts Gamerverse line, and it is none other than who I told y'all it was gonna be. My boy Wolverine. Man, I haven't even gotten my Marvel Legends 2-pack version out of the package yet, and I'm already ready to sell it. Like, let's be real here. I didn't end up getting the Mafex version because I didn't like how long the claws were, and now I couldn't be happier that I waited, because look at this beast of a figure based on the Jim Lee look, bro. It's he, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is freaking dope, and I told y'all it was coming, man. I had people trying to tell me like, no, the next release gonna be Psylocke, next release gonna be Hulk, next release gonna be Magneto, bro. No, come on now. It makes sense for it to be Wolverine. They're capitalizing off the most popular characters, and now we've got the boy. This is one I'm not going to miss out on, man. I got to get at least 2 or 3 of these for sure. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm really loving what they did. If you look at the hands, you can see that the claws even look like they're going to be interchangeable between hands. So if you can swap these onto the hands, that's to other hands, that's going to be so sick. And then what if they include like 2 different versions of interchangeable claws? You get the ones that are kind of curved in, and then you get the ones that are straight. That would be super sick. It's not something that's necessary, but it would be dope. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to come with a neutral head sculpt, this teeth gritted, maybe a yelling one. If they do an unmasked head sculpt for this guy, it will be complete. I don't think that they are, sadly, but if they do that, this will be a very complete figure, especially if they throw in an effect piece, but I'm not really counting. You know what? They might, because Spider-Man got an effect piece and Cyclops is getting one. So only time will tell. As of right now, we don't have any details on this, but of course, y'all know I'm going to be bringing them as soon as we get them. And just like that there, we have yet another action figure news / pre-order update video, man. A lot of fire. We got some pretty cool One Piece stuff. Not the most exciting. I think I'm the most excited for Ace, but since I've gotten that figure before, I can't be too filled with enthusiasm. The Naruto and Sasuke, I'm kind of up and down with those, but the Wolverine, oh yeah, for sure. Deku, just, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm going to get that. It's not one I need, but But it doesn't matter. Now I turn to you guys. I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Are you guys going to be picking up any of this stuff? Did you watch this video to support? Do you like, dislike what you see? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, I read all comments. I respond to as many as possible. So drop down and say what's on your mind. Now, overall, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.